So, who is Michael Hall?
Who is Michael?
Michael Hall.
Mike.
Alright, so who was Michael?
Who is Michael?
I hate Mike.
He's genuine. He tells the truth, no matter how people feel about it. Pretty uncensored type of person. It doesn't matter what he's saying or who he's saying it to.
Michael Hall is an asshole, but one of the most caring people I've ever saw.
He's intimidating looking, but he's actually like a really soft person.
So it's like he's like a Sour Patch Kid. Like he's sweet and then sour and then he's sweet again. So Michael is complex in that way.
Simplicity is just not Michael.
And this might be a little cliche or whatever, but there's more to him than meets the eye as well. You know, it's a lot deeper than what he appears, I guess.
I would say before you judge him, get to know him.
Actually hilarious. Let me take that back. His head might get too big, so we'll just stick with funny. He's funny.
Always speaks his mind, never holds back. Definitely ride or die friend, and is very intellectual.
Biggest dude in the room. I think that's how I noticed him for the most part. I think the next tallest person was about 5'10", and the motherfucker about 6'5", 6'4". At least to me, he is.
He big. Probably usually the tallest one in the crowd as well too. So easily point him out as well.
And he's tall too. I'm jealous because I'm only 5'7". This dude like 7'4".
I would say Mike, of course, is the tallest person in the room. Because he always is. While he's big and tall in stature, he's really cuddly and a little bit soft on the inside.
Michael is a sweetheart, for one.
He's kind of like a big teddy bear too, if you really get to know him. Like, he definitely have a sensitive side, so don't let him fool you.
He's the person that has a lot of emotions, more than you can see.
Mike is that big brother that you didn't ask for, but you got once you got on campus. He's a very heartwarming person. He's also a sensitive person.
Michael is somebody that always has a joke. He's always a shit talker when he first walks in the room.
I would probably say you will know it's Mike by the type of energy that's in the room. Cracking jokes, laughing, you know what I'm saying, making a smart ass remark for somebody else. Like, you gonna see Mike when somebody say something, he gonna go and look at his phone every single time.
I don't think a lot of people know how hard he is on himself. Like, he really want to, like, do good for his family, like, for himself. And I don't think a lot of people see that side.
I think that Mike is a go-getter. Anything that he really thinks of, if he puts his mind to it, he's gonna do it, he's gonna accomplish it.
Timberland every day, always wearing Timbs. He wearing Timbs right now. They new, but they got laces in them. It's very different. But if you know Mike, probably for the last 2 years he's been wearing Timberlands without laces. About the only person that can do that.
Mike is very independent. He has great ideas. With doing film now, he takes the ideas that he has in his head and kind of brings them to life.
I'll probably say when I first ran into Mike, I thought he was going to be an asshole, and it turned out to be true for the most part.
I don't think I've ever met a more satirical asshole.
When I first met Mike, he was definitely an asshole. Like, he got really a real dark sense of humor. But like, after you get around that, you get to realizing like he actually a pretty good person.
Asshole. Mike asshole. But a funny asshole. Not like a rude asshole, but like a funny asshole. Like somebody you can joke with. That's gonna keep it real, but he's still an asshole. It's like, it's crazy. Like, you can't get mad at him being an asshole. That's just an asshole.
My favorite thing about Mike is his satirical sense of humor. Everything it's the type of humor you shouldn't laugh at. And that's my favorite type of humor anyway, so.
But he says jokes in a way that you don't know it's a joke till he smiles about it, because he looks like he's really serious all the time. He kind of hurts my feelings.
Man, this man, Mike, is reckless. His name in my phone is Reckless Mike. He's literally the funniest, and he says the most out-of-the-way stuff at the best time ever.
Mike is like I said, very funny, very animated, to say the least.
Michael is stubborn and he's bossy, and if you say anything to him, if you say left, he'll say right. If you say the sky is blue, he'll tell you it's green, just to be different, just because he can.
He's the type of friend who will tell you straight up just like it is, but also will give you a laugh at the end of the day.
Mike is, I could definitely say Mike is genuine. Like, he'll tell you like how it is, and I feel like every group of friends need that person that's gonna always keep it, keep it real all the times.
I would say he's real cool, very down to earth, funny, very honest, but don't ask him any questions you don't want the answer to, because he will hurt your feelings.
You can have like real serious conversations with him, and he can give you some good advice from like the male perspective. But tread lightly of like what conversations you bring to him, because he don't really have a filter, so your ears may not be ready for everything that come out of his mouth.
It'll be, you see what you get. Very real person. If you ask him a question, be prepared for the answer, because he's going to tell you the truth, no matter if you like it or not. And I think that's the best quality about him, because, you're going to always get real. And if you're not the type of person that can listen to, things that you might not want to hear, then you probably can't be a friend of Michael's.
But definitely fun to be around.
And we always listen to ratchet music. Mike is my go-to ratchet friend.
Probably the Long Island King. When we go out to the bar, he gonna have at least 3 or 4.
Mike can definitely turn up. He can definitely turn up.
I can't say this. He ain't never lied. He ain't gonna lie about nothing. Even if you ugly. Yeah, I saw him tell a girl she was ugly in person because she was talking about how cute she was, and you got irritated. You see his face. He was like, I'm just telling you, like, stop. No, you're not. No. Humble yourself. I'm just like, woo.
Mike is someone that is humble. Mike is someone that doesn't take shit from anybody. Mike is someone that's going to be nice to you, but to a certain extent. He's not going to let you run over him. At least Michael is just a very reliable person. I've been in situations where I needed something done and Michael was the only person on my mind, because I knew that if I called him, he would answer.
He gets around, he moves differently, he don't, need no crowd behind him, and he, don't really, need all that attention on him.
You can hate him and you're going to love him at the same time, because he's going to get on your nerves, but, it's all out of love.
Michael is a really good friend, like, all jokes aside. He's a really good friend. He's supportive and he's protective and he can keep a secret, and he's just an overall nice person.
It's just distinct things about him that you're going to really see come to light, but only Mike could bring to that light.
That when you need him, he's there, and when you need the real and you need the facts, Michael's going to give them to you. But nonetheless, he's a great friend.
Mike is Mike.
I hate Mike.